YouTube, welcome to the Before It Was Cool Top 10s. Basically, the hosts are starting some top 10s, we are presenting them, and hopefully it entertains everyone at home. This is our first one coming in, so we thought we'd go with something that's pretty prevalent, what people know, and hopefully will pique some interests. This is our top 10 Marvel heroes not in the MCU. I'm not including any heroes that have been announced or recently added / connected to the MCU. So we're not having any X-Men, we're not having Blade, Namor, etc. However, I will include teams that aren't included in the MCU yet, but may have members in the MCU. I'll explain that one further when we get to it. Without further ado, let's start this. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm Shakey Jay, and let's get it on. At number 10, we have Hercules. He's pretty much the same as the Greek legends as he is in comics. Strong, arrogant, son of a god. Kinda sounds familiar to someone else that's in the MCU, doesn't it? With Zeus recently announced for Thor 3, I bet that Hercules won't be far away. I hope to see a competition between he and Thor over who is mightier, just like in the comics. It could get ridiculously hilarious with one-upsmanship and turn into just a massive peeing competition. Number 9, the Legion of Monsters. The Legion of Monsters consists of Morbius the Living Vampire, soon to get a movie, Werewolf by Night, Manphibian, Man-Thing, Nkantu the Living Mummy, and Satana. They're pretty much a group of monsters who fight other monsters / supernatural sort of elements. I'd love to see these guys as allies to Doctor Strange when he needs muscle, as the cape can only do so much. And it could be great to add some more horror elements to the MCU. I think if these guys ever make an appearance, it will depend on how Morbius goes, as if that movie does tank, they might not feel comfortable going with it. And one thing that I think would be funny, considering it happened in the comics and if it happened in real life, is if they release the character of Frankencastle. Frankencastle is the stitched together Punisher, just like Frankenstein's monster. Could add some good schlock, campy horror fun. Number 8. Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew. So she's a young woman saved by irradiated spider blood who becomes a brainwashed Hydra spy. The story may play similar to Black Widow, as I haven't seen it yet, but would probably be better as a series showing the turn and rebellion. Unlike Widow, she does have powers like Venom Blast, gliding, wall climbing, superhero strength, speed, etc. Plus, it could be linked to another spider hero that's apparently pretty popular. And getting in quickly, for those who say she's already announced as part of Into the Spider-Verse 2, my research has said that is not part of the MCU, so yeah. Number 7, Beta Ray Bill. No, he isn't Thor's redneck cousin, but an alien able to wield Mjolnir. Looking like Thor but with a horse head, he eventually gets his own hammer after a rivalry with Thor over said hammer. I think it would play very similar to the Hercules idea, just with probably a bit less arrogance. I imagine the My Hammer toddler tantrum between the two could be very entertaining, and play to some humorous moments between two very capable warriors. Number 6, Squirrel Girl, a woman with the powers of squirrels, who has defeated Doctor Doom, Thanos, Deadpool, Wolverine, and even befriended Galactus. I would love to see a series involving a naive, innocent hero, winning because of those traits. Make a series like MODOK, but going very lighthearted with its humor. Lots of laughs, and of course, nut puns. Number 5, the Sentry. Imagine Superman. Now imagine a villain with Superman's powers. Now imagine that they are the same character. Mind blown. Sentry is a character who wipes everyone, including his own memories, so his alter ego doesn't come back. Then as he starts to remember himself and address those heroes, they start to remember him, he starts to remember him, he starts doing the hero thing again, but then so does his alter ego, the Void. I think it could create some great psychological thriller elements, and it'd throw back to a classic Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde element, but with a bit of amnesia and that memory element. At number 4, I've got Dr. Voodoo. Dr. Voodoo is the man who replaces Doctor Strange as Sorcerer Supreme, but he uses voodoo and communicates with spirits rather than traditional magic. The main spirit he communicates with is his dead brother as well, who can possess him to increase his strength and power. I think it adds a different mystical element to the MCU, and it's also a character with great depth and can continue the story for Doctor Strange, or even possibly end it. At number 3, we've got Dr. Nemesis, James Bradley. You know what the MCU needs? Sleuthing, detective work, and whodunits. Could make for an engaging series linking the Defenders to it all, as he is a street-level hero just like them. He is also a mutant, which could pull in the X-Men. Imagine Nemesis and the Beast. I could think they could make a pretty good detective show like that. At number 2, we've got Toxin. With Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage coming to cinemas soon, the third generation symbiote hopefully comes along at some point. He's mentored by Spider-Man and is generally a good guy, admit it, with some aggressive urges and some anger issues. Showing a coming-of-age / alien symbiote supersuit movie could be great, with another teen learning the classic, with great power comes great responsibility. And number one, the one I would most look forward to seeing and would love to see get made, is Next Wave, Agents of Hate. What do you get if you cross a monster hunter, a mutant that can launch explosive balls, an ex-Captain Marvel, an android, and a captain whose moniker got him beaten up so badly by Captain America that he woke up 3 days later, left in a dumpster with soap in his mouth? Hilarity. All the while, this team of mismatched heroes is being led, and I use the term loosely, by a Nick Fury parody with near every negative vice there is, from alcohol to prostitutes to illegal substances. I would love a series of their exploits, and I'm not going to spoil any of that for you. Read them, enjoy them, thank me in the comments. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the top 10. I hope everyone has enjoyed. This is my first time, so please be gentle. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Tell your friends, tell your mum, tell your dog, etc. I've been Shakey Jay with the Before It Was Cool podcast, and I'll see you later.